Dude, my
Another
phone's still charging.
mukbang here with my buddy Omar, special guest.
What's going on, guys?
We got some Filipino food. Got from a place called Chow King. That's what it's called, right?
Chin King, or whatever, something like that.
The Chow King, and we got some holo holo. Probably gonna eat that first, even though it's dessert. You typically eat that last, but
Since it's already melting. 'Cause
yeah, you gotta eat that.
setup took too long.
Strike while the iron's hot.
Well, sorry.
Well, not only that, there's a bunch of drivers on the road.
Yeah, we got.
So talk about your
road
experience,
rage.
Omar, about the Porsche that you were racing.
Oh, right. So there was this blue Porsche. I was following Gabe and May down the street, and I see this blue Porsche driving by on the left lane. So I see him coming up fast. I'm like,
You're racing, it's the
then after he passes me up, I hop in his lane right behind him. And I start gunning it. He slows down. I rev it up a little bit. Then as soon as he starts going, I went for a little bit. Then I looked in my rearview mirror, realized that they were too far behind. So I had to slow down so I can see these guys, just to make sure I don't take the wrong exit. So my hopes or dreams were a little bit crushed, just a little bit.
You're like a baby blue Porsche.
Yeah, it was a weird color for a Porsche.
It's really good, nice and sweet.
Oh, I bet.
The textures mixing in
Do you
my
want to
mouth.
try taco?
Bruh.
You're on the mukbang.
I'll try this though. Oh, pardon me. Dude, it's hot. Hold on. Sweater, dude. Bad idea to wear a sweater in the hot weather. Don't know why.
How many bleeps I have to make in this video?
Oh. Sorry. Pardon the intrusions. Oh, that's so much better. I'll just put
Yeah,
this-
that's why I like opening the door. Maybe I can open again.
Panda Squad, you feel me? Senpai Squad,
Nice
happy
and warm.
waifu, happy lifu, you feel me? Yo, check out my stickers on my web. I don't have a web yet, but I'm gonna make one. I'll let you guys know when it's uploaded. Well, maybe not. It depends on these guys when they'll have it
You
next.
gotta dig into this.
What is this?
I don't know, I've never tried it.
I got gum in my mouth. Where's the garbage can? Or a
Uh,
wrapper or something?
Here, just spit into this napkin and I'll toss it.
That'll work. I'll toss it out in a little bit. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
It's getting kinda
So,
cold.
what is this?
It's supposed to be like sugary.
Why is it warm?
Yeah,
It's a dessert.
It's warm tofu and brown. The syrup is warm too with boba balls.
Boba balls.
Mhm.
I just love slippery balls in my mouth. Yeah. Why does it smell like pancakes?
That's the syrup.
I don't know how I feel about this. Never had sweet tofu before. Lovely slurping sounds, my dude. It's really disturbing, honestly.
What was it? What's the texture like? Just tofu?
I don't know how to describe it, honestly. You kind of have to...
I
Here.
have to try it myself.
Yeah, here.
I'm gonna use my holo holo straw.
No, just here. Take
Or
take
spoon.
this. Just
Right.
take the spoon.
Yeah.
No, the ice cream's... Aw, Gabe, look what you
Gotta
did.
cross the streams.
You're not supposed to cross streams, bro. You know the #1 rule. The texture is off. I don't know. I never...
Try the boba balls.
Where are they? At the bottom?
They're in the bottom.
Oh,
It's
I
like an
found
egg,
one.
like an egg white kind of texture, but it's warm.
Okay, boba's boba. So that's good. Texture is like... It melts in your mouth like really quickly. You literally have to put no effort into chewing this.
Do you want me to...
There you go. Actually, yeah, pass me this spoon. Oh yeah, you can eat that.
I really don't know how I feel about this. It's like a yes, but a no. But a yes
I
and a
realized
no.
These are hollow spoons.
Oh, when you got the different one.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
don't know-
like
I
the
don't know
texture
how I
of
feel
like an
about that.
egg white.
Yeah, kind of like a watered down egg. You know how when you cook an egg, but it's not fully cooked, so you still got that little slime, soft egg. That's technically the texture right there. It's disturbing,
Hmm.
but it's
Try it
good.
with and did you eat the tofu with the balls?
Where's the balls? I'm trying to hunt for some.
You got me there.
I'm trying to look.
That,
I'm trying to look.
that I didn't try out.
Okay.
There's a ball right there.
Let me know when you're ready for the next one.
I'm trying to pick out this
Man,
ball
don't
here.
you want to get in this?
Okay.
Oh, I was okay. Coughing a little bit. I mean, in the video.
I'm gonna try with the tapioca here.
Oh yeah.
It's actually good when you get the brown sugar mixed in.
Oh, try actually mixing it first, because mostly it's just like all water up top.
Yeah, try to get that brown sugar with it. It's actually good.
Yeah, just mix this up. Oh, I'm breaking the tofu.
That's fine.
Oh no.
Oh,
Where's my tapioca ball?
Yeah, I was hunting for them too.
I have one. I don't know where it went. What the fuck?
Right there somewhere.
This is starting to piss me off a little bit. Where is the balls? Oh, got it.
There you go.
It is better when you mix it.
We got double balls here.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say something racist, but this is going online, so I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, the next thing we have.
Here, man, you get in this. It's your video. I'm only a guest.
She likes being behind the camera.
You like being behind the camera?
Yeah.
Why?
We
Lumpia.
have,
Okay, I'm getting in this.
we have Shanghai lumpia. It's still warm.
Trade you.
I'm not gonna share this. I'm just playing.
Put up for a close up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
Okay.
There's goodness right here.
Very good.
The holy
we're
grail.
good.
Lovely. 10 out of 10.
I get this crunch sound.
This.
Mm.
Oh, lovely crunch sound.
Not that crunchy, but
It's soft. It's not like typically crunchy like your typical lumpia. It's a lot softer. Like more like it was baked than fried. Kind of lumpia.
It's probably the steam that made it soft.
Mm-hmm.
still pretty tasty though. The pork is seasoned well.
Oh, that's pork. Lovely. Usually lumpia has a kind of like either really mild flavor or really like strong flavor to it. This is kind of like in between. It's kind of like a medium flavor. It's not too potent, but it's not too mild. But I think it's the pork.
See, it's like nice and porky on the inside.
Mhm.
That looks good. That's
You want one?
Yes.
Oh man. I'll save that for later. You guys, you want one more?
Probably, yeah.
Here, May. Yeah, that last one.
Thanks.
I'll just put that there. I don't know where to put this. Oh, the lid for that one thing is right there. It's kind of like a dumpling of some sort.
Yeah, it's like a pork dumpling.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how to describe it, but leave me alone, people. I'm in the middle of a shoot. Oh wait, you're still eating.
Yeah, you, you can go ahead, dig it.
Yeah. This is what? Pork is? Oh no, it's
It's pork, right?
It's pork. Feels like fish, like scallops.
They probably
Texture.
mix stuff in.
They also sell these frozen too. You can literally just buy a big bag of them.
I almost thought about it and just cooked them.
The texture's actually really soft. The flavor's kind of like mild but sweet in a way. I think that's the wrapping itself. Here you go, man. You try one,
Sure.
Right, it's almost like a wonton kind of flavor.
right? It's kind of sweet a little bit.
Yeah, especially the aftertaste.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe it's that wrapping that's making it really sweet, which is actually pretty good because mostly when you eat like anything like meat, no one really considers putting something sweet to go with it, so you get a really heavy, potent meat flavor.
Pretty moist.
I like that word. Moist. You know what I'm saying?
Even though you're not even white.
Shut up. My panda's white, alright? Leave me alone. Oh, what?
Nice and
Why is this paper so hard to get off?
porky.
Why do I struggle so much? Ah! Leave me alone. This is a pain in my ass. Come on. There we go.
Pain in the buns.
You want half?
No, that's good. I got
We have a bunch.
more.
Let's see.
They're very good.
Kind of got like a...
Do you want it with the sauce? The Chow sauce?
Ooh, I forgot
It's
about
kind of
that.
like a unagi, I guess. It feels like unagi.
Saved it. The pork bun, again,
A little sweetness to it.
yeah, it's really sweetness. I love the bun itself. It has a really good texture. It goes well with I've had these before in like chicken, beef, you know. Yeah, I think it all depends with the sauce, what kind of meat what kind of sauce you put with the meat. That'll blend well with the bun. But the bun has a really good texture to it. And it takes how do you put it?
It's like a palate cleanser.
Kinda, yeah. It takes away any like potent like taste from the meat. It makes it mild, basically. You want some sauce, my dude?
Let's do it.
Bruh.
Very saucy.
You want it all the way across?
Sure. There we go. Let's see. Got some sauce on there. Apparently it's like a unagi sauce.
Something along those lines. Oh no, I don't know where to put
Like
the
a
sauce
glaze.
now. Oh, thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, I didn't even know I said it that way. My bad.
No, it just sounded like Australian.
Oh, thanks, mate.
That's good. That's another layer of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So, Omar.
Huh?
You're good with, like, researching cars, right?
Kinda.
And, okay, do you think it's possible to get a reliable car under $3,500?
$3,500.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on what kind of car you're looking for and the kind of model or brand. Because there are some cars that are good out there for cheap, but they will start having a lot of problems. But there are some out there you might have to pay a little more for better efficiency.
It's on the Dreamcatcher.
Hold on, I got this. I think I got it. Oh, I slipped already.
It's like that episode of Breaking Bad.
It's right by you. Ah, it keeps flying and teasing you.
Oh, I thought I had it. What were we talking about?
Oh, yeah. So reliable cars under
Like I said, there are some good reliable cars out there. You can get German cars that are pretty good, in my opinion. Now, I'm not dissing anybody out here who drives, American or whatever. But Ford, I would not buy anything from Ford in the olden years for efficiency because the cars will have a lot more problems. You'll be spending,
Transmission, too.
your transmission will go out.
You could
Ford actually can blow spark plugs out of your engine block. I've seen it happen multiple times. Go away. Chevy's a little better, but I still wouldn't buy anything meant just for the road. Unless you're gonna get something that's like heavy duty, like a truck or something like that, then those are high quality trucks. But anything just for the streets, I wouldn't recommend it.
I think it's a bad sign when you look for cars.
Mm-hmm. Normally, when you see a brand new car with like, let's say, low miles or chow mein, with like low to mid miles, I'll call it chow mein.
Okay. I'm gonna take it.
Buns.
But you want to get close up on that?
This is what was burning my leg in the car.
Oh, that would. Oh man.
It's still kind of warm on the bottom, but it looks nice and good. I can feel this at the bottom. It was like, imagine,
Oh, dude. That.
way more than that.
But what's it called? Oh,
Pass
words.
this to you.
Oh, yeah. So if you see like a brand new car, let's say 2013, 2014, with like low to mid miles, but for a very low price, do not get fooled by the price. There's most likely something major wrong, like a tranny is going out, like a gear is not catching, when your cylinders are misfiring. A misfiring cylinder can most likely be a couple things. Your spark plug going out, your ignition coil, or your electrical harnessing.
The camera gave.
Let's slurp this.
Yeah, slurp it, bro. I want to hear it.
You would be good at slurping, Omar.
I'm a pro, dude.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? Pardon the language for any kids out there. Shout out to you guys. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. No, I'm not gonna promote that. Never mind. What I would recommend, if you want to looking for a car, for a decent car that you know is good, and you checked all the specs, that has a clean title, and all that, then I would say for the mileage, look between 40 to like 80,000 miles, because your engine will still be in good condition. Because if you get anything that's over 100k miles, your engine's definitely gonna start showing problems. You're gonna start getting a lot more signals. Your engine's gonna start shaking. A bunch of stuff can go wrong. Like my car right now, I have a 370Z Nissan. It's a base model, but I got it with about 59,000 miles. There are no issues with it. I made some adjustments, some replacements that I did because I felt like it was necessary. Because this car's been sitting in the lot for too long. So I knew a few things were going to go bad. I knew my engine oil was going to be bad. Changed that out. I changed out my spark plugs because those are probably worn out by now. And on the internet, usually it says you're supposed to change your spark plugs every 60,000 miles. Depending on your car, I believe.
And they haven't done any service to it?
No. So I was basically doing the service on my own. So I changed, let's see, oil, all 6 spark plugs. I changed out all 6 ignition coils because I wanted to make sure it was firing right. I didn't want no signals. Checked on my brakes, checked on my rotors. Those are still good, but I am going to change my rotors to a sports edition, same with my brake calipers. But that's later down the line. And right now it hasn't been giving me any issues. As long as you keep your car maintained and well in good condition, your car will last you a really long time if you know what you're doing.
Invest in a good car.
Yeah, don't buy a sports car like me. It was a bad choice. I speed too much. Right, May? Right. Good game.
Here, you gotta try this.
Oh yeah, the Chow mein. Come on, I still
Punch it.
have food in my mouth. Hold on. Who's
Don't
texting
drop it.
me? Oh shoot, it's that guy. Okay. Food. Dude, your slurp game is not good, bro.
It's a noodle. Not very moist. They're tasty, but they're not very, like, moist.
Oh, where's that packet sauce thing? Maybe that would go good with it.
Do you want sweet and sour?
Okay.
So you want sweet and sour, or leave me alone?
Let's do a soy.
Soy sauce?
Yeah.
Here you go, mate.
Okay. I don't know why I gave a sweet and sour, but I figured.
Wait, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm so confused. You sure?
Yeah.
Maybe you okay with that? Just putting soy sauce on it?
I mean, I put soy sauce all the time on my noodles.
Okay, just want to make sure.
You probably put soy in it already.
Shh, you don't know that. Food porn at its finest. Unfortunately, I ran out of soy sauce.
There you go.
Oh, wait. Some few more nice drops in there. That should be good. Got some soy sauce up in. My spoon is falling. I don't know why I'm still holding on to this. God, I had fucking soy sauce on my fingers.
The soy sauce does add good flavor.
I should do a bleep count.
Nah, you don't need to.
Just add one more right there.
Yeah. You know, it's so hard not to curse in a video. Even though I use it like every sentence. Soy sauce does add a good flavor to it. Even though I just first tried it.
Or should I do like a waifu cussing count?
Ooh, waifu?
Do a waifu count.
Oh, no, noodles. Don't fall.
Oh, there's a big noodle bite right here.
Nicely done, Gabe. Dude, I'll top you. I got you, bro. Don't even trip. Mm-mm. Oh, hold on. Oh, I forgot about that guy. Oh, yeah, I need to get the spoon away from me.
Who is this mysterious guy? An escort?
Oh no, my drug dealer. No, I'm just playing. Don't do drugs. No, he's a buddy of mine. Yeah, he got this new VR gaming system for the PC.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Oh yeah, he made me try this like horror game. And honestly, I hate horror games. I know a lot of people are gonna about this video, but I'm not a big fan of horror games. And there is this horror game that he had is only like a minute or two long, but it's one of those where you're like in bed and you actually have to look around in order to play through the game quick. And I'm not a big fan of like little girls playing in the corner then disappearing and on a wall. You know, I'm not into.
You can't
that.
run away from it.
No, you can't because you're
there.
stuck in bed.
You're in the VR. Gotta try that pork.
Do you think we're ever gonna have a game like Sword Art Online?
Oh, the Nerve Gear.
That'd be cool. Except without the dying.
Without dying. The Nerve Gear was actually hacked because of that. I believe it's very possible that we might actually end up getting some virtual reality Nerve Gear equipment, you know, later down in the future.
The first part is just transporting your consciousness into a machine.
Yeah, that scientists still have to figure out how are they going to transfer that over, because you're literally shooting electrons into your nerves.
Scientists don't even know what consciousness is. So they're like, yeah, we have a kind of, I guess. Not really.
Let's go with this and let's see what
We're
happens.
alive, but I don't know why. So we're gonna question it.
But how do you know we're not in a dream? We're all in part of someone's dream until we go to sleep. That's when we're really awake.
Mind blown.
Out of 1 to 10, how do you rate the food in general?
This one?
It's like an 8, like 8.5.
I'm with Gabe on this one, about an 8, because God, it's hot.
Okay.
I rate it 8 because like the texture is good. It has really good flavor to it. The only downfall about it is that the noodles are kind of a little dry and really sticky. Even though I'm pretty sure that's the type of noodles it is. But if this noodles had a little more like moist, if the noodles had a little like more moisture and slickness to it, that you can easily pull it apart.
You make
Yeah,
good, like slurping noises with it.
Oh yeah, like little like juices slapping your chin. You know what I'm saying? I would say it would be about a 9.5, maybe a 9.
What about the taho?
The butthole? The what?
The taho.
Ooh, which one is that one again?
No, what they?
Tofu and brown sugar.
Oh, that one. In my opinion,
It's like a 6.
yeah, I think about a 5. I'm not a really big fan of it. You know, it is the sweetness is really mild, but I guess it's kind of more like
Feel
not
free to vape if you want.
sweet. I think this dessert is more along the lines of, I'm not trying to sound racist or nothing in here or put race out there. I feel like it's more like a Asian type of dessert. It's more like an acquired taste, an acquired texture for some people. But in my opinion, it doesn't connect with me. And when it comes to food, it has to like it has to really like how do I put it? There's some certain things that needs meet requirements in order for me to like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to me it was like it was good, but nothing stood out about it really. Like
Yeah.
like the texture was good, but it wasn't like popping in your mouth like flavor wise. It was just kind of
It's more like just like
yeah, it's
gracefully
not bad.
touching your cheek type of flavor. It's not.
Touching your cheek.
it's like a
Yeah.
caress of the tongue.
Yeah, basically, but it's not overwhelming. If it was a bit more sweeter, and if the tofu was a little bit tougher than it was, I think I would like it.
It's actually, I like it cold, but they make it warm because that's how you're supposed to do it. But I like mine a bit firm, you know?
Yeah, the lumpia probably like a
You
7.
wanna try this, man?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure, I'll eat it after.
But yeah, the lumpia was like a 7 for me. Like, not the best lumpia. May makes way better lumpia.
It's better. The best lumpia you're gonna get is straight from a traditional Filipino household.
Yeah,
I mean, I cook traditional.
There you go.
and but yeah, if they make it in bulk like that in a restaurant, usually they're gonna cut corners. It's like the quality's gonna fall a
It's
little
gonna,
bit.
yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. The seasoning on the meat was good.
Mm-hmm.
I put some fish sauce on the pancit canton.
The what was it? What was the little pork ones?
Oh, those ones right there.
Yeah. What are they called again?
Shumai.
The shumai. Those ones are. I would say probably those are 7.5, 8.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I like the texture of it. I love the sweetness. It mixes well with the meat flavors, because normally it's not really hard, but not a lot of people know how to mix sweetness with meat. Usually they either don't put enough or they put too much sweetness to it, and it'll just
become
ruin
like
the dish.
like a Hawaiian kind of like they just put pineapple juice and like pork and stuff.
Basically, and they just
That's like the only way they know how to make it.
over sweeten it, and it just kills the flavor. One flavor is going to dominate the other, so you're not getting the full flavor of the dish. So when you're cooking, you got to really make sure you balance out your ingredients, your seasonings and stuff like that. Especially when it comes to like little buns, lumpia. Lumpia, you got to make sure you cannot cut corners on that one. Otherwise, like Gabe said, the quality will go down just because they want to sell product.
I mean, it's probably better if you got it out the store. But the thing is, because they're boxed. So the issue with these boxes is that.
Bruh.
Like the steam holes are kind of small.
So it just moisturize in there, can
Yeah.
condensate.
So
Yeah.
yeah, they should do it from the top and
Yeah, because heat rises, and what it's going to do is going to go up and out, then seep out the side. So it's going to condensate before it actually seeps out, then damps the lumpia or any food that you have in those boxes.
I'd say the pork ones to me were like probably like an 8.5 or 9. Those are
Yeah.
really good. Especially I'd say 9.5 with the sauce.
Yeah,
Okay,
9.5 with the
so-
sauce.
Now that graduation season is coming to an end, what's your advice to guys going to college and dating?
Guys going to college,
Um,
just take your time. Like don't rush anything. Like if
you're fucked. No, just playing. I'm kidding. Go ahead, Gabe.
Yeah, just like take your time. Don't like force anything. Don't be misled too. 'Cause a lot of times I feel like guys will just go for any relationship like because they have that first sense of freedom in a way, and they just shoot themselves in the foot in the long run.
Yeah.
So just take your time. Don't like stress about it.
Yeah, with school, I'll admit, I did drop out of college, community college, but I did go to a different school. I went to a tech school because I was joining the trade. Trade school is actually a lot simpler, a lot easier. I was only in there for 10 months and I graduated. And I'm out in the field working, making decent money, Then in my field, you can basically work for yourself and make a lot more money that way. But if you're going to go through actual like community or university or whatnot, it's a completely different ballgame because one, you're going to have to pay for your classes, of course. And two, you have the freedom of making your own schedule. Now that's the tough part because when you get to make your own schedule, you start to get lazy. And when you get lazy, you're going to start taking less classes. Then you're not going to start going to class and whatnot. Because no one's going to end up checking up on you. You're going to be the one checking up on yourself. So you got to make sure you take, words. You gotta make sure you stay on top of what you need to do. You gotta make sure you're in the right mindset, because if you're doubting yourself, you won't be able to pass. So
What about like dating though?
I'll get to that in just a sec. So with college, you literally have to take it step by step, day by day. You cannot rush through this at all. I'll admit there are people out there grinding like 24/7, like taking 6 classes a day, then working, studying when they get home.
Oh,
You know, everybody is different. You know, I couldn't do that because it just wasn't my vibe. You know, so you gotta find your own rhythm, and once you find that, you gotta work with it. Try to make a little adjustments, tweaks, whatever you need to do to make yourself more comfortable. But when it comes to college, you gotta take it day by day and step by step. For dating, what a lovely topic. I would say do not rush anything, because that was one of my biggest flaws. I used to rush into relationships too quickly, and it would scare my partner away all the time. So when it comes to dating, always take your time. There's no rush. It's not a race. You know, you always take it at minimum at least 3 dates before you actually find out whether you want to be with that person or not. You know, and let's say things don't work out with that person, you don't just like give them the cold shoulder and just disappear. You let them know on a real note. You know, you tell them straight up in their face, not over text. Like tell them like, hey, I don't think it's gonna work out. It's just not clicking or whatever. You just don't disappear out of their lives. Otherwise, you're gonna be hurting the other person. The next thing you know, karma's gonna come around and bite you in the
Bruh.
and that's not what you want to do, right, May?
Right.
Right. So
He's a very insightful guy, ladies. He's
I'm single. But yeah, guys, for advice for you, treat her well, man. You know, you don't treat her like an asshole. Not a lot of girls dig that. I'll admit there are girls that I don't know why enjoy that type of thing, but mostly girls like to be treated proper. You know, like kind of olden times, like open the door for her, pull her chair out for her. You know, tell her she looks nice, she looks good, whatever she's wearing. You know, even if you have to lie. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Never lie. You're gonna get
Bruh.
whooped.
Yeah.
Right, Gabe? Right.
Yeah.
He never got
Bruh.
so don't worry. What else? You know, and treat her like, go ahead, spoil her every now and then. You know, you don't have to spoil her every single day.
Yeah, it shouldn't like it should still be 2 ways. Like if she wants to take you out too, like I think that's nice too, but you shouldn't always expect it one way or the other.
Yeah.
It should be a surprise. It should be an expectation.
Yeah, a surprise. You know, you shouldn't ever expect anything out of your partner, because that way you're gonna get your expectations way too high. Then when the time comes, they're not gonna reach your expectations at all. You're gonna put them on a high chair that they won't be able to reach. So, relationships are a 2-way street. You guys have to be. It's a 50-50 thing. It's not a 70-30 or 80-20 split. It's literally a 50-50. Both sides have to contribute. If guys, I know it's a gentleman thing to always like pay for the girl's meal and whatnot, but if she wants to pay for her own things, don't force her hand saying that you're gonna pay for it. Sure, do that every now and then, but like, you know, if she wants to treat you, let her. You know, fuck what other people say. You know, it's none of their damn business. They don't know what you guys have in common or have a connection. All right, and
Yeah, just don't stress too much about it. Don't try to put too much on your plate that you don't even know if you can finish or handle.
mm-hmm.
A lot of times, especially in college, people they put too much of a workload on themselves, or like their parents, or like expect themselves or expect their children to do certain goals or a certain path in life, and it might not be like the healthiest path for that person, for that individual. So just like if you hit walls, like don't beat yourself up, just learn from that and just grow.
And another thing, if you're taking too much time in school, don't worry about getting into a relationship right now, because your main focus is your education, nothing more. Because if you decide to get in a relationship while you're in school, that's just too much of a workload on top of what you got.
There's something else on the plate.
And it's too overwhelming. It's gonna overfill. So our advice to you is take it slow, take it step by step. Do not rush anything, and just enjoy life, man. You know, that's all we really can do.
And with that, I guess we'll close out. It was a little bit of a wild episode, but it was fun. We had a lot of good food.
You got some big tricks, Omar?
I only shot some O's, but another one I need a table for. But we could say, oh, I guess a chair would work. I don't know if it will work though.
Is that a tornado?
Oh yeah, the double helix. I don't know if I'm able to do it though right now on a table. Put that down on my phone. Let's see. Double helix for you guys. And to close out the video,
I guess we'll close out on that note. So if you guys have any other restaurants you want us to check out in the Bay Area, leave it in the comments below. And if you guys want to like start your own business, leave your own job that you're miserable with, you can click a link in the description. You can learn from that. There's free training. And but yeah, like leave a like, comment what kind of places you want us to try next, other kind of foods. We have some stuff in mind, but we'll see you guys next time.